knocked on the ground a second. Throw on to Olsen. One up, one down.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swung on, popped up left side. Has this one sized up. Squeezes it. 2 away now.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And first offering is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Murphy fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Ramon Laureano. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. The pitch. In for a strike. And it's 1-1. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
On the line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Jared Kelnick. And the slider just misses. And the 1-0. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. But it's not in time. And they just get one.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's Orlando Arcia. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Here it comes. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Kelnick at first, one gone. Grounded to third, could be two. Over to stop for one, and that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played two full, no score. And we're back. And now the center fielder, number 47. Morton, the tall righty, 215 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2002. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Up and in, ball one. Yeah. Big swing and a miss.
I got one ball, one strike.
On its way to the corner. Kelnick flashes the leather on the running catch. Here's the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. In for a strike, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A good fastball changeup combo has always been devastating for hitters, and that was a great example of that at bat. Changeup, fastball, changeup, and he goes down on just 3 pitches. And as a hitter, once you're down 0-2 in that spot, you have no idea what to sit on. You got a 50-50 chance when you guess. So I'm sure that changeup looked like a fastball almost the entire way to the plate.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And there's a ball. Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kelnick makes the catch, and that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. The catcher. And the right-hander back to work. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the move to the alley. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
With Merrifield up to the plate. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Marsh brings it in with a nice running grab. So the batting order turns over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And downstairs.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Two outs. And another ball. That's a slider for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Braves go down quickly here, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Atlanta, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Trey Turner. Morton back to work. Up the middle, Arcia fires to first on the run and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame him for wanting to take another look.
Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. One down. Alec Bohm, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone. Ball 1. One down, base is empty.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Just missed. And the right-hander deals. On the ground, Merrifield throws to first, 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one not close, and that's ball 1. The Phils still looking for their first hit in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris after it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom four, here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. The pitch. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The 1-2. Fly ball center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And a pitch. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. He powers that one out of here. The Braves score first. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Here's Matt Olson. And a good eye there. Olson coming off an amazing 2023 campaign. Prodigious power numbers, and he cut his strikeout rate. The 1-0.
Hey!
Out towards right center field. On the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Ramon Laureano. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Good eye in that spot.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Marsh calls it in, 2 away.
Number
2 outs, base is empty. Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. Rips that one to right. And that is that. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. And it's 2-zip. back at Truist Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
So digging in, Brandon Marsh. 0 for 1 so far.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal. Well, these Phillies just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They haven't run a single count full in this ball game, and that's just wild to me. That stat alone shows they're making it way too easy to get them out.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the ground to first, could be 2. Over to Arcia. That's 1. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And here is Sosa to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And a pitch. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Harris makes the catch. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And the pitch. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Called strike right there. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's Sean Murphy. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1. High fly ball out to left field. Marsh makes the grab for the second out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Second baseman.
Whit Merrifield will hit next. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Two outs, base is empty. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Braves go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. And digging in for Philadelphia, number 47. Here comes a pitch. Just missed. Righty delivers. And a foul ball. Ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here's the Phillies catcher, Garrett Stubbs. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Stubbs in his 4th year, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015. The Phillies down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Right side and foul ball.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Two down, nobody on. Liner, base hit.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Trey Turner now. And there's a foul ball. Schwarber off of first with 2 away. And that one fouled off. And the 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Lined into right. Castellanos makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Austin Riley. Right through there for a strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kerkering, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Strom also throwing. 1 out, bases empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's deep. Out of here. A gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Taijuan Walker won't go any further, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. So they turn things over to the righty, Orion Kerkering. He's into the game with the bases empty. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, first baseman,
Matt Olson up to the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That clips the corner. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One more for Atlanta on the homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show.
Tick-tock, read the time on the clock. You've been here wasting my time. Boy, you need to stop asking me 21 questions, going back and forth. Ain't playing tennis, you 1 minute.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Alec Bohm. The wind and the pitch. Fouled off down the right side. And the 0-1. That one the other way. The throw to first. One up, one down.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos. Right through there for a strike. And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Braves leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him way out front of the slur. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 7th. Laureano comes up to hit. The right-hander back to work. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The pitch. Stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Kellner in the box again. Takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, left field, down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Kicks and fires. Out to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, but they lead at 3-0. We go to the 8th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. And a pitch. That clips the corner. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Left-hand hitter waits. This to third. Throws to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
The batter, the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Now the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Fastball for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1 there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The Phils trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. The pitch. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And gone. His 7th home run of the season. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Now number 47. That one out to right. Right there is Laureano. 2 down.
batter, the catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Garrett Stubbs. Fought off foul. Oh, 1 now. And it's fouled away. Off the mark there. And it's 1-2. And he deals. He goes down looking. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Ruiz.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
So here's Murphy now. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Teased the zone with that fastball, a little bit up, fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's going to roll to the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And here is Whit Merrifield.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Murphy stands at second with no outs. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
The pitch. Movement in the bullpen. Jose Alvarado preparing to come on if needed. Strom warming up as well. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Michael Harris getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 4-1. And he's got it done.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man at second with one away. Austin Riley digs in now. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
At the belt and fires.
That's a
Pitch
ball.
misses, and 1-1.
1-0.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Boom. Makes the grab on the run.
Now back, the designated hitter, Marcel. Oh, two guys.
Now it's the DH. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. And that one missing low.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That's in there. And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
There's a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Good job at damage control right there. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Phillies. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jimmy Herget. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So now the DH spot, Kyle Schwarber.
Well, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip, and the matchup is very favorable.
Not even close there. And that is ball 1. That one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball. The wind of the pitch. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Arcia whips it to first. Schwarber out of the play. He's 2 outs away. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Herget in his 3rd season, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2015. That's outside. 1-0. One down, base is empty. And that's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Alec Bohm. And the first pitch misses for
Count
ball 1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Righty to the plate. And it stays fair. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. He's in there.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So they're at the corners now. Nick Castellanos, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Bounced up the middle. There's one. Over to first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
So they're down to their final out. This is Bryson Stott. Hard hit left side, and that'll do it.
For his first career save, deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The victorious Atlanta Braves. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on